we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Hawks and the Niners, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, ready for this battle in the NFC West-based division. Have-nots of late, division that's produced the NFC representative to the Super Bowl for four, Greg, of the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's very top-heavy, and it's really interesting to see kind of how that baton has been passed. San Francisco and LA, they've really been the belle of the ball over the most recent years. But it wasn't very long ago that the best team in football, arguably, was the Seattle Seahawks. And then you look what's going on down in Arizona. They probably surprised some people last year. They feel like they have their long-term stability at the quarterback position with that new staff. So I wouldn't be surprised if halfway through this year, we look at the NFC West and say, this is one of the better divisions in football.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
To return is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
On 2nd down, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Niners offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. One of the tight ends in motion right. 3rd down. Purdy. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Now, Gino. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and For this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Here's Michael Dixon now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So Kittle comes in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. So Kittle comes in motion. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
The tight end Fant in motion. On play action, Smith. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run with Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
They don't end up winning this game, Mike. They're going to look back on that missed throw as being really the biggest reason why. They're just able to connect on that play. Not only is it a big play, but I think they find themselves with an opportunity for a walk-off touchdown.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll motion a tight end right. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He'll tuck it and take off. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Throwing on second down, Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here now, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Smith. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. LaVisca Chenault, touchdown Seattle.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's going to keep it himself. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. He's going to look deep here, looking for Rocket. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On the ground, it's Walker. Walker, first down and more. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy, and that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, we had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the gun, it's Geno. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
1st and 10. Play action now. It's Geno. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They go play action. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the ground is Mason. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Here's Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. A first down throw for Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On 2nd down, Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Walker. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll run the toss with Walker. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Third down coming up.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get two hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
Third and short. Purdy. Now, screen set up for Mason. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and 6. Here's Purdy again. Open man is Jennings. And he is very close to the first down, but a high ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 8 on that. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Purdy on first down. That's over the middle to Kittle. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. second down and 3. Purdy gonna put it up again. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.